Hello, thank you for joining me today. We're going to go ahead and get started standing in the center of your mat. Let's go ahead and take some cleansing breaths, just breathing out, letting go of anything that no longer serves you, releasing anything that you experienced on your way into class today. Go ahead and just close your eyes and get centered here in all sides of your feet, the balls of your feet, the heels of your feet. Nice even weight distributed across all planes of the foot. Take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Take a couple more breaths there on your own, allowing yourself to just be present, accepting the presence, and expecting that and understanding that we don't have to have it all figured out. Sometimes we can just be, and that's enough. Let's take one more inhale here. On this next exhale, close your mouth and exhale through your nose. Just try to keep that breath in and out of the nose for the remainder of the class. Go ahead and inhale those arms up. Exhale, cactus those arms. Inhale those arms up. And let's slightly with your right hand take hold of your left wrist and just take a nice bend over to the side. Breathe. Inhale, come center. And using your left hand, slightly gripping your right wrist, take a bend over to the left hand side. Inhale, come center. Let's go ahead and do the same one more time on each side. So taking a hold of your left wrist with your right hand, ease over to the right hand side, angling your chest up more towards the sky if it's open to you. Hips staying towards the front of your mat. Inhale up. And last one on the left hand side, taking your left hand with your right wrist in hand, ease over to the left hand side. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus those arms. Inhale up. And let's go ahead and get a nice little tricep stretch, bending at the right elbow, bringing that left hand to meet the right elbow. Inhale those arms up. Bend at the left elbow, taking your right hand to meet at the left elbow. Inhale your arms up. And we're going to take it one more on each side. You can keep the left hand in front on that elbow. If you would like, you can go ahead and sweep that left hand back and take hold of your right hand into your left hand. This is also a good place to use a rope if you have one, a strap rather. Inhale those arms up. Bend at the left elbow. And again, you can either stay here with that right hand in front on the left elbow. If you would like a little bit more, go ahead and sweep that right arm back behind you and take hold of your left hand with your right fingertips. If you took the bind, go ahead and let go. Hands, inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale those arms up. And bring your hands, palms meet in the center. From here, let's go ahead and extend your right arm out over and get a nice arm stretch here. Your body is all angled towards the front. And let's switch arms. Bringing your left arm across the body. And go ahead and let go of that hand, bringing your hands to your side. From here, go ahead and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale up and drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale up. Go ahead and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. This time, rotating your chin down to the chest, left ear to shoulder. Rotate your chin down to the chest, go back the other direction. And just do a couple of half circles here at your own pace. Breathing through it. Nice, easy rotations. Just working out any kinks there that are in your neck, shoulder area. Go ahead and stop in the center. Gaze up. Hands up. Inhale up. Forward fold. And forward fold. Let's go ahead and sway back and forth a little bit. You can have a slight bend in the knees here. Feet are hip width distance apart from each other. Come to a static forward fold. Now let's go ahead and tuck your right hand underneath your foot. Your toes are just about touching your wrist, and your left hand underneath your foot. Toes again, just about touching your wrist. Let your head hang heavy and just breathe here. Go ahead and release your right hand. Release your left hand. Halfway lift, bringing the front of your hands to your shins. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up, slowly rising one vertebrae at a time. Tadasana. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale those arms up. Forward fold, hands come to the center. In your static forward fold here, maybe this time you grab for opposite elbows and just sway back and forth. Go ahead and release those palms to the ground. Slowly rise one vertebrae at a time. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale those arms up. And forward fold through the center. Halfway lift, bringing the palms to the front of your shins. Flat back. Forward fold. Exhale. And step back into a plank. From the plank, let's go ahead and drop your knees. Bringing your hands just below your shoulders. Sway your hips, just slowly start to sway your hips back and forth. Your feet can either be tops of your feet flat, or you can have your toes giving you a little support there if you would like. From the sways back and forth, slowly begin to make circles, making sure that you're breathing into each of these. If you took circles in one direction, make sure you even out, go the opposite direction. And we'll stop here and meet in the middle. Let's go ahead and extend, breathe your chin up, arch that back. Exhale, bringing your chin to your chest. Round, nice round curved back here. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, curve that back, bringing that chin to the chest. Inhale that chin up. And exhale. Let's go two more here. Inhale, chin up. And exhale. Last one. Inhale, chin up. And exhale. Let's do some more sways. Maybe you take a couple more circles. Working out any other kind of tough areas that you're feeling in your body right now. We'll meet in a static table. Extending that right arm out in front of you, thumb up. Bring that left leg back behind you, toes are still on the ground. Inhale, leg up. And take your gaze in front of you. Let's go ahead and plant that hand. Bring that knee back to the ground. Inhale that left arm up. Extend the right foot. On an inhale, bring that right foot up. And just breathe. Go ahead and plant your left hand down. Plant your knee. And the next one, inhale your right arm out. Inhale your left leg back. And then on exhale, bring that knee to touch the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. And if you would like on this last one, you can go ahead and hold it, or you can bend that left knee, bringing the right foot, right hand around to grab those toes. If you took the bind, go ahead and let go, bringing your right palm to the mat and left knee to the mat. Let's balance ourselves out, inhaling that left arm up and right leg back behind you. On your next exhale, go ahead and bring your knee to the elbow and elbow to touch. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, touch knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, touch knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. And you can either hold or bend at the knee, sweeping that left arm around to take a hold of those toes on your right foot. If you took the bind, slowly come out, releasing your hand from your toes. Resting that hand, your left hand on the mat, right knee on the mat. We'll meet back in tabletop. Let's go ahead and sit those knees a little bit wider, bringing your toes to touch behind you, having a seat on your heels. Slowly walk those hands out, and we'll breathe into child's pose right here. Go ahead and slowly walk your hands over to the right off of the mat, bringing your left hand on top of the right, and just breathe here. At the end of your next exhale, go ahead and slowly walk your hands back into center. Take one inhale and an exhale. And then slowly begin to walk your hands over to the left, slightly off the side of the mat. Right palm on top of the left, and breathe. At the end of your next exhale, Slowly begin to walk those hands back into center. And then slowly begin to walk your hands back towards yourself. Let's bring those knees to touch here. Taking a seat onto your heels. Shoulders up, chin up. Inhale those arms up and ahead of you. Meeting at the palms, just cross your thumbs here. Your arms are touching your ears, nice and straight arms. We're going to go ahead and slowly start to hinge forward until the tips of your fingertips, maybe your forehead, meets the mat. And just breathe. On your next inhale, slowly begin to hinge up, using the abs, your core, to raise all the way up to the top. Staying seated here. Go ahead and float your arms down to the sides. Walk those hands back out. We'll meet in tabletop. Centering your left palm just below your face. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale. Go ahead and tuck that right arm. Weave it all the way under. Right ear and right shoulder meet the mat. Your left hand can stay here for some support. If you would like, you can start to slowly walk that left hand out in front of you. Slowly begin to walk that left hand back towards you, using that left hand to slowly weave that right arm out. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale, bringing that palm to meet the mat. With your right hand planted in the center, let's go ahead and inhale your left arm up to the sky. And exhale, let's go ahead and weave that left arm through, bringing your left ear and your left shoulder to meet the mat. If you did it on the other side, go ahead and walk that right hand out in front of you. Slowly begin to inch that right hand back towards your center. And using that right hand to push up, unweave that left hand, raising it all the way up to the sky. On an exhale, go ahead and plant that left hand on the mat. And from tabletop here, we're gonna inhale that right arm up again. And on the exhale, weave it back through here, bringing your right ear to the mat. You're fine to stay here if you would like. If you want to meet us in second expression, where you walked your hand out in front of you, you can go there. If you would like more, go ahead and Elevate that left arm behind you and go for a bind, taking the back of your left hand over to the outside of your right hip. Opening up your chest here, rolling that shoulder back. Nice chest opening here. Inhale that left arm up. Palm meets the mat. And let's go ahead and unweave that right arm. Inhale that arm up. Exhale, right palm meets the mat. The left hand side. I'm going to inhale that left arm up. Exhale, weaving that left arm behind the right. Bringing that left ear to the mat. You can stay here in first expression if you would like. Slowly begin to walk that right arm out in front of you towards the top of your mat. And if you took the bind on the other side and you're feeling like it's open to you on this side as well, slowly begin to bring that right arm up behind you, bringing the back of your palm to the outside of your left hip. And breathe, rolling that shoulder back, that right shoulder back. If you took the bind, slowly begin to release that hand back down to the mat. And release that left arm off the mat. Inhaling the arm up. Exhaling, bringing that that left palm to meet the mat. From tabletop, let's go ahead and sit back on the heels. Walk those hands out. We'll meet in child's pose. From child's pose, go ahead and slowly walk those hands back, meeting in tabletop. And then push up to plank and press back into downward dog. This is our first downward dog of the day, so slowly begin to pedal out those legs. Maybe you nod your head yes, shake your head no. And then center that left foot. Inhale that right leg up. Let's go ahead and bend at the knee. Take some circles here. Clockwise, then counterclockwise. Inhale, three-legged dog. Let's go ahead and bring that right foot into center. High lunge here. Keeping your left hand planted on the ground. Let's go ahead and bring that right hand up towards the sky, taking your gaze towards your right hand for an easy twist here. Plant that right hand back down on the mat. And inhale that right leg up. On the exhale, plant that foot back down. We'll meet in downward dog. Center that right foot. Inhale that left leg up. Go ahead and bend at the knee and take some circle rotations here, both clockwise and counterclockwise. Inhale that left leg up and plant that left foot in between your palms. From lunge here, go ahead and plant that right hand, that right palm down, and inhale that left arm up towards the sky, taking your gaze up towards that left hand. Easy twist. Bringing that left hand down to meet the ground. Inhale that left leg up and plant your foot, meeting in downward dog. All right, center that left leg. Inhaling that right leg up. Sweep through and bring your knee to your elbow. Inhale up. Knee to nose. Inhale up. Knee to opposite elbow. Inhale up. Bring your right foot in between those palms and plant your foot. Let's go ahead and plant that left hand. Take that right arm up. And if you would like, you can go ahead and modify this and bring your left knee to the mat, or you can keep that left knee raised. We're gonna go ahead and raise up, drifting that right arm back behind you for a twist here. Go ahead and sweep that right arm up to the front. Hands meet in the middle in a prayer position. Bring those palms to center. And then let's twist over, bringing that left elbow just to the outside of your right knee. Breathe. Go ahead and release that. Framing your front foot. If you took the foot to the knee to the ground, go ahead and press back up into a lunge. Sweeping that right leg up, three-legged dog. And planting that foot back down for downward dog. Centering that right foot. Inhale that left leg up, three-legged dog. On an exhale, bring your knee to the elbow. Inhale that leg up. On an exhale, knee to nose. Inhale that leg up. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale that leg up. And bring your left foot in to plant between your palms. From here, leave that right palm planted and slowly begin to let that left arm float up. Again, you can leave your right leg extended. If you would like, go ahead and drop that knee to the mat. On your next inhale, we're going to go ahead and shift, bringing the left arm back behind you, right arm out in front. Gaze can be over your left arm towards the back. Go ahead and sweep that left arm up towards the front. Arms or palms meet in the middle. Palms center to the chest. And slowly twisting over, locking that right elbow just outside of the left knee. Go ahead and frame that foot with your palms. Tuck those back toes. And bringing that left leg up, three-legged dog. Planting that foot will meet in downward dog. Go ahead and walk your feet to meet your hands. Forward fold. Slowly begin to inhale, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And step or hop back into plank. Let's go halfway chaturanga. Up dog. Tuck those toes. Downward dog. Centering that left foot. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, right leg up. And on your next exhale, plant that right foot in between your arms. Let's go ahead and plant that center, that left hand, bringing that right arm up. Exhale, twist, gaze towards the back. Sweeping that right arm towards the front. Palms meet in the center in a prayer position. And twist, bringing that left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Go ahead and frame that front foot with your palms. Inhale that right leg up, three-legged dog. And exhale, bringing that foot to meet the mat. I'm gonna run through this on the other side, balancing everything out here. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, bringing that knee to elbow. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg up, left leg up. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, left leg up. And plant your foot in between your palms. Settle that right hand in, taking that left arm up. And then slowly shifting up, gazes to the left, to the back. Sweep that left arm up to the front to meet the right. Palms together. Palms meet in center at the chest. And slowly twist over to your left-hand side, locking that right elbow outside of your right knee, your left knee. Let's go ahead and release those palms to the mat. Inhale that left leg up. And exhale, downward dog. From here, go ahead and walk those feet to the back of the wrist. Slowly begin to lift one vertebrae at a time. Inhale. Up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Forward fold. Halfway lift here. Exhale, hands meet the mat. Step back or jump back, hop back into plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Go ahead and tuck those toes. Push back into downward dog. Inhale that right leg up. Slowly sweep that right knee towards the back of the right elbow. Gonna go into pigeon here. Bringing your right seat to as close to the mat as possible. If you would like, you could also use a block here, right underneath this right hip bone here. Inhale up. And then slowly begin to walk those hands out in front of you. Bringing your forehead to the mat. Just breathe into any areas that are really tight. Anywhere you feel tension, there's an opportunity in an area to breathe a little bit of life into. Helping to intentionally release those blockages from your body. When you're ready, slowly begin to walk those hands back towards the center of your body. Planting those palms on the mat, tucking those toes on the left-hand side. Sweep that right leg up. Maybe you just do a three-legged dog. Maybe you flip over into wild thing. Taking whatever you need here. Paying attention to what your body is asking you for silently. And we'll all meet in downward dog. Centering the right foot. Inhale that left leg up. And go ahead and sweep that knee towards that left elbow. Back leg is straight here, toes, top of the toes flat, pointed towards the back. And again, bringing your seat bone here as close to the mat as possible. If it's not touching, maybe you set a block underneath here. Just go ahead and inhale up. And breathe in here a couple of times. You feel free to stay here if you would like. You can slowly begin to walk your hands out in front of you. Come into a nice, easy pose here. Maybe your forehead rests on the mat. Intentionally guiding that breath into any areas of tension. When you're ready, slowly begin to walk your hands back up into where your hands are now planted on the mat. Straighten out that right leg, tucking those toes. Inhale, bringing that left leg all the way up, three-legged dog. Maybe you bend that knee. If you took it on the other side, maybe you flip on over into wild thing. We'll all meet back in downward dog. Slowly begin to walk or hop your feet to the back of your wrist. Inhale, one vertebrae at a time. Tadasana. Exhale, cactus. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold through the center. Inhale, halfway lift, bringing those palms to the front of your calves. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping or hopping back into plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And let's push back into downward dog. From here, let's go ahead and bring our knees to the mat. And final expression here. Coming up onto our knees. Knees are about 6 inches apart from each other. You can rest your hands on the small of your back. Slowly begin to take your gaze up towards the sky, keeping your hips pressed forward. If it's open to you, you can grab for your heels. If not, you can go ahead and stay here. Slowly begin to rise. Just have a seat on your shins real quick. Take 2 deep breaths. And let's do camel one more time. Rise up to your knees, bringing your hands to the small of your back. Elbows in towards each other. Hips pressing forward. Chin begins to go back and up and back. Maybe you stay there. Maybe you reach for the elbow, for the ankles. Either way, keeping your hips pressed forward. Slowly begin to come out of camel, having a seat onto your shins. Let's go ahead and swoop your legs around and slowly kind of give yourself a hug here and begin to do some rocks back and forth. We'll all meet on our backs. With your feet placed wide and your knees touching, slowly begin to sway your knees back and forth. The next time you end up on the right-hand side, let your knees both fall towards the right and bring your right ankle flexed and place it softly on top of your left knee or your left thigh. Making sure your left shoulder, right shoulder, both planted into the ground. Breathe here. Slowly release your foot, bringing it back to the outside of your mat. Rock and sway those knees to either side. And the next time you end up on the left-hand side, go ahead and let both of those knees drop towards the left. Bringing your left knee, your left ankle, which is at a 90-degree angle, over to sets gently on top of your right thigh. Just breathe. All right, let your left foot drop back over to the mat. And feet wide, knees touching. Sway one last time here. Go ahead and extend that left leg long, hugging that right knee in towards the elbow. And using your left hand, bringing that right knee across the body over towards the left. Maybe your knee touches the ground. Maybe your toe touches the ground. Maybe you set a block underneath your knee to bring the ground a little bit closer to you. Either way, right palm is out to the side. Gaze is over to the right hand side, and your right shoulder is planted firmly on the mat. Slowly begin to bring that right knee back across the body, hugging it into the elbow, bringing your left knee in. Give yourself a nice big hug, grabbing for opposite elbows here. Slowly begin to rock back and forth, giving your lower back there a nice little massage. Extending your right leg out in front of you, hugging that left knee into the elbow. Using your right hand, take that left knee across the body. Left arm extends out to the side. Gaze is over the left hand. Left shoulder is grounded into the mat. Breathe. Slowly begin to bring that left knee back across the body, hugging that left knee in towards the underarm, bringing that right leg up, hugging both knees in. Soft sways here. From here, let's go ahead and let the soles of your feet float towards the ceiling, grabbing for the outside edges of your feet with both of your hands. Using your hands to bring those feet and those knees closer to the ground. Happy baby. Slowly release those legs. One last big hug here, grabbing for opposite elbows. Maybe you bring your forehead to meet your knees. Release those legs down, letting your legs go wide this time. Feet towards the outsides of the opposite corners of your mat. Arms are extended down to your sides, the back of your palms. Meet the mat. Just breathe here. Letting the tongue rest away from the roof of your mouth. Maybe you have a slight opening in your mouth. Maybe bring your attention back to what we said at the beginning of the class in terms of being present. Learning to accept the presence and just be. Just breathe. Slowly begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingertips. Maybe do some ankle rolls and some wrist rolls. Bring circulation back into your body. Go ahead and bring your legs closer together. Arms extend above the head. Nice morning stretch here. Rotate to either side for fetal pose. Eyes stay closed here. Slowly begin to push yourself up to a seat, keeping your eyes closed here. Sit up nice and tall, extending your shoulders away from your ears. Let's take a couple deep cleansing breaths here. Letting out any of your air. Let's take an inhale together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Hands meet in palm center. Bringing the back of your thumbs to your third eye. Namaste.